Agree. On the technology side, let's touch on that. So I do think there are times when I've gone in and I've spoken with hospital systems and they're overwhelmed by the burden of thinking that they have to buy these very elaborate,
Mhm.
unbelievable cards. And you have been to HIMSS, I have too, and there's some really phenomenal things out there, right, for these carts that have every bell and whistle.
Yeah,
But if we're really being honest with ourselves, and I know that you work in programs that have this, we
yeah,
have some programs that literally have an iPad on a pole with a Bluetooth stethoscope that is hooked up. And
yeah.
that is the sum total of what is utilized to facilitate the visit. As you get into critical care, right? Sometimes we do need more bells and whistles and maybe like a horoscope handle and a few other pieces. But by and large, the technology is actually pretty simple. What you really need is a good, solid camera,
Yeah,
correct?
no, I 100% agree. I think the camera is just the crucial, making sure you have a good Wi-Fi connection, something as
Yeah.
simple as that, making sure you just charge the batteries and have several on board. But outside of that, yeah, like I mean, sometimes like I did, I've called into HIPAA compliant phones, like apps, and just use that as long as those apps are those apps are HIPAA compliant. That's all that's really needed. So I don't think that capital expense has to be hard. I think if you're a hospital system work if someone's if your Pam's coming up to you and saying, hey, we got this idea for a program, ask them what can you do to
Hmm.
what kind of equipment do I need, and don't just assume it's going to be 20-30 thousand dollars for a cart or something. Like, don't just assume that. I think as long as it's HIPAA compliant, that you can get away with, not get away, but get useful tech that's fairly cheap. So